to try and make chapati flour. That's why I'm sitting down here. I want to go later on for a run. I just got some flour here. And I thought, let's try to make this together. So I put some salt, some sugar. I put some salt, a little bit sugar, some oil, some flour in here. And I'll just trying to walk through as I try to make the chapati dough. And I just thought, well, I can as well do this and just kind of, do it on the go, really. Do it and do it as I learn together with you guys to find out how are you doing. These are like some of those catching up moments just to check, are you guys okay? Have you had a good week? Has your week been amazing? Has your week been great? Has the week been awesome? What have you been up to? What did you get up to for the week? I've just been literally trying, as I said in some of my recordings, to try to make myself, relax after a busy week. It's been really busy times at work, and obviously it gets a bit more difficult, a little bit more complicated to try and sort these things out. So that's why after such a busy week, I'm going to be having friends coming over. And as they're coming over in the afternoon, I thought, well, I can as well just make some chapatis for them and do something really. I don't know whether to say a great fan. I love carbohydrates, so it's not a lie. It's like one of my favorite things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy eating carbohydrates. I'm not really gonna lie about that. So carbohydrate is like my best friend. But then I'm trying to kind of, in a way, encourage myself to stop eating a lot of carbohydrates. So I'm still gonna be having chapatis today because, as I said, my friends will be coming over. So I'm just making some flour here, just mixing up everything to try and make the dough. So it's basically like wheat flour that I've kind of added in just some sugar, added in a little bit of salt, added in a little bit of cooking oil, and I'm just kind of really kneading it as I go along. I'm not really doing anything special, just kneading it and making it for my friends when they come to visit me later on. So as I was saying, the week has been kind of really a busy one. We're breaking off for Easter, for 2 weeks of Easter, but that means like 2 weeks of having children at home. And that means that we get to have a bit more complicated life, more busy life, really. Trying to sort out working from home and childcare and everything that you can think of. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, catching up with some more work, and I can see some of you guys online just saying I'm just making some flour because I'm gonna be cooking chapatis later on. And so I was talking about my week has been really super busy. I've had a lot of things going on at work, and I've had to really kind of just remind myself, Claire, it's time to rest. It's time to just understand the fact that it's gonna be sometimes difficult, it's gonna be sometimes tough, it's gonna be sometimes busy, but you've got to keep going. So that's why today I'm like, okay, we have to take it easy. We have to work. Take a bit of time to rest, take a little bit of time to recuperate. As I usually say, too much work without play makes Jack a dull boy, and I don't want to be a dull child. So I want to take some time to rest. I want to take some time to heal from the whole of the week and to try and just get myself really back into the moment. So what I'm doing today, as I said, trying to make some chapati flour and trying to ensure that I prepare myself early in advance so I can get my friends, when they're coming over to visit, they can be able to find some ready to go food. Chapati is a very typical thing back home. Like when I was growing up, in my home. I can't remember a day that we never ate chapati, because mom really loved chapati. And even before my mom, those of you who know, my mom passed away about 2 years ago. And the night before she passed away, she basically cooked chapati for herself. So we are used to eating chapati on a Saturday. So for me, this is like tradition. This is for me like going back into my childhood, going back into my early life and things like that when I get to do this. And it brings so much memories. Again, it's a Saturday. My mom made chapatis, as I said, on a Saturday, and then that was something else. And she literally the next day she was gone. So every time I make chapatis, particularly on a day like this, it reminds me so many things, and it can be a bit more emotional. It can be a little bit more like, oh my goodness, it's kind of bringing raw feelings back. But well, that is life. That is how we have to. It's a journey for all of us. So sometimes when I do things like this, it just kind of brings back the memories of childhood. It brings some nostalgia. It reminds me of growing up in the village. It reminds me of every Saturday we really looked forward to having chapati at home, because that was like really something that was more of a family tradition. And so today I've got friends coming over in the afternoon, and I'm just gonna be cooking this for them. But for now, it's just making really the flour and just letting it like kind of let it rise, let the gluten do its thing. And actually this can be a really good point of teaching, because if I'm using wheat flour, and wheat flour has got gluten has two different proteins. There's the gliadin and the glutenin, and they're the ones that are responsible for the stretchy nature of the dough. So the dough gets to be more stretchy because of that gluten. So I'm just gonna allow it to get some time to rest, so that as it's resting, I can be able to have that development of the gluten and the network, and that network will really help a lot with stabilizing everything, with making my chapati more elastic. So I'll come and work out this again later on. So now it's just gonna go out for a run. When I come back from the run, I'll work it out a little bit more, then I'll do the rolling, apply some oil, and then I'll be cooking. Thank you so much for all of you who've joined. It was a quick recording just to tell you what I'm making for the weekend. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend and your day ahead. If you haven't done so, why not just click that like button or click that share or subscribe? It will go a long way in supporting what we do. As again, thank you so much for those who joined. Maybe I might come back later to show you what I've done with my chapati flour. Until then, God bless. Love you much. Plenty. Bye.